Hello, Arbitrarians. Welcome back to the Arbitrarium. This is our newest a la carte episode. Today we're going to be talking about the Green M&M gate. Mars gate. I don't know what to call it.
Fucking candy.
Yeah, fucking candy. So basically what happened, if you're not up to date on this fiasco...
As of this recording.
As of this recording.
In the year of our Lord, 2022...
Apparently, the Mars company decided that they were going to try to be more diverse and inclusive, and their plan for this was to update all of the characters, the M&M characters. And if you haven't seen them, you can barely tell the difference, for one thing. But with the Green M&M, the Green M&M is the one that has aroused the outrage of the collective first world internet.
I like the use of aroused.
Yes. So apparently, well, we'll start with this. Basically what they did with the Green M&M in particular is...
Who's the female M&M, if you're unaware?
One of the two, because there's also the brown M&M.
I thought she was just naked.
Well, she might be, but...
Okay.
No, the brown M&M isn't naked. Although when they updated the brown M&M, they didn't give her the sleeves and the leggings like they did with the Green M&M. So the brown M&M still looks pretty much exactly the same. I mean, I don't even remember what the difference was, to be honest. So it's okay for the brown M&M to be to wear. She still has the glasses and is also not wearing anything other than gloves and shoes of some kind. High heels. They are high heels. I do remember that.
It's like wearing a flesh-colored dress.
Yeah. But yeah. So with the Green M&M, all they did was they got rid of the go-go boots looking things and gave her some sneakers
And tights.
And sleeves, I believe. So you don't see any Green M&M flesh, I guess, whatever that is.
Chocolate.
Yeah, I suppose.
Does really actually just have human limbs with a chocolate center mass?
That does seem to be what
That's
how they're kind of
suspect.
how they're kind of modeled. But yeah, so they did that, and then if you look close enough, they did. It looks like shorten her eyelashes just a teensy tiny bit. And I think they got rid of the lip gloss, but it's hard to tell. Her lips do seem less shiny, but that could just be the angle of the new image. I don't know.
And where's the lighting coming from? That's a big part, too.
Oh, yeah, see.
Aren't they supposed to be shiny? Like that shiny candy coating?
See, I am outraged in that because I need my female candy characters to be absolutely bangable.
Right, and Tucker Carlson agrees with you. He is very upset by the desexualization of the Green M&M. He has made it very clear his feelings on the matter.
That was a joke. I hope Tucker's joking too.
It didn't seem like it. No, it seemed like one of his petty Tiny Hill rants that he goes on frequently.
Okay.
Well, to those of us in the know, Rule 34 is a thing. I mean, you can draw a stick figure and someone will eventually draw porn of the stick figure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Miss Minutes from Loki, content of that.
I mean, that's basically the same style. I mean, Miss Minutes is designed very similarly to the M&M characters.
I don't know who Miss Minutes is.
Did you watch the Loki series?
No.
Okay, well then. Yeah.
Enough of that. Moving on.
Yeah.
Loki didn't really care.
I liked Loki. I thought Loki was really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
I'm kind of done.
Ambivalent?
Marvel.
See, you both seem to be that way, but it's like they've done some really good things since then. Both Loki and WandaVision were both really good. But that's off topic.
Yeah. So, I suppose the question is, do we need our candy characters to be bangable? Do we need them to be sexually dimorphic, even?
You know, the thought had never really crossed my mind until I felt like I could no longer stick my dick in that M&M. Until those tennis shoes were just like, no, man, back off. Closed for business.
Well, they aren't exactly the most appealing of footwear.
Well, to be fair, also, apparently, and I didn't know this until...
Maybe they're saying she's a lesbian with sensible shoes.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't know this until this whole thing came out, and then I was like, what the hell's going on? So I found out about this. Apparently, the Green M&M is somewhat of a queer icon. I think they actually have legitimately done advertisements where she and the brown M&M are like a thing. I think that's actually happened.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Okay.
I think that's true. But now, so don't quote me on, but I'm pretty sure I've seen that. but even if not, it is true that the Green M&M has become a particularly sexualized, queer community icon. That is something I did discover, and because as we're finding out, this is one of those really weird, feel like, is uncanny situations where you've got this thing that's been politicized, and both the right and the left are angry about it, and they're arguing the same case but against each other. Where you've got the people on the right, and you got people like Tucker Carlson who are raving about how it's enforced, or what is it, like, forced androgyny, that kind of thing, and also woke culture, all that kind of crap. And then you got the people on the left who are shrieking about how it's a term that I learned recently, deassification. So if you're not familiar
Has
with...
that been printed in an academic journal?
I don't know about an academic journal, but I've seen it in various places online.
Unless it's in Webster's, I don't buy it.
Well, considering
maybe you should
how,
see some of the shit that's in Webster's.
Oh, God.
Well, considering
Now it
how
is.
the standards of academics are around subjects like that, I wouldn't trust that paper.
Well, but
Another thing I should say, if your icon is literally a piece of candy,
A green candy disc.
a green sex candy, Friends of Dorothy, you have slid backwards.
that's not their only icon.
Friends of Dorothy?
Yeah,
Friends of Dorothy. Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, from Wizard of Oz is
Also a
considered
very large queer icon.
Yeah.
Has been for a very long time. One of the first.
Dorothy has been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Wizard of
How
Oz in
did that
general.
happen? I get the
I
Wizard of Oz
don't know
in general,
specifically, but I'd wager it probably has something to do with music theater back in the day. I'm not sure about that, but
Okay.
that would be my guess.
I was
don't know.
unaware that anyone was...
I think it's because they almost accidentally burned a woman alive on set. That might not be
That's the reason?
How is that? How is that connected to the?
I think you just wanted to spout out some interesting information about Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. See, here's the thing that I make sure to tell my students every semester, Nick, which is the things that you write about and the things that you say are going to have themes attached to them, whether you intend them to or not. So
Yeah.
you should know what they are before you speak,
Yeah.
because you don't want there to be an accidental theme.
Well, there's always going to be an accidental thing. I mean, for fuck's sake, people look at an M&M and unga.
I'm not sure how much of an accident that is.
Gonna make it milk chocolate now. That okay? I'm legitimately ashamed of that.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
God.
I really need something to throw at you. But there's nothing soft enough because I don't want to do any actual damage. No,
Too soft.
too soft.
Okay. Well, either way,
I am
it's
astonished at how little I know about gay icons now.
It's a ridiculous thing to fight over anyway.
Well, you can't even just say gay anymore.
I'm pretty sure you can still say gay.
Yeah, but, I mean, if I say, well, she's also an icon in the bi community. Well, okay. And in the trans community. Well, okay.
Oh, you're talking about having to be
Yeah, it's-
totally... that's not as big of a deal. That's not as big as of a deal as people make it out to be. I mean, it only becomes a big deal like if you're like in an online forum or some bullshit like that. When people can make it a big deal to make it a big deal. But if you're just talking to somebody like who happens to be in the LGBTQ community or whatever, they generally do not give a shit.
I'll just say the non-straight community. That covers everything. Right? Right?
You could try it. I don't know how that's going to go over, but try it. I don't know.
You might end up getting pelted with alphabet soup.
Well, I mean, that wouldn't be the first time.
Well, it's one of those situations where if you come across, for lack of better words, God help me, the wrong person who happens to be in that community, who's going to make a big deal out of it. It's going to sound something like exclusion, like cis heterosexuality or whatever is the norm, and then there's everything else, right? Now I know what you're thinking. Statistically, that's probably true.
No, that's not what I was saying.
Okay.
It's like the very definition of making a group separate is to exclude.
Yeah.
I mean, that is what you're doing.
That's not necessarily true.
I mean,
If
you're going to have if you're going to have straight people included with gay people, why have the distinction? You have to exclude. If you're making a separate group.
I mean, I guess See, if I would say the word that I would choose for that would be to differentiate, not necessarily to exclude, because exclude has connotations to it that aren't necessarily. I feel like differentiate's a more accurate term for something like that.
I'm thinking the point being is if they get bent out of shape because of how a mascot is presented, they probably are that kind of person.
I think,
yeah, probably.
And in this case, they means the people who actually care.
Yeah.
That
this is
a candy character has been redesigned.
And as we've already established, this is a bipartisan issue, apparently. So when we say they, even if it's derogatory, we mean anybody who is arguing about this.
Right.
This is not a left or right thing, because they're both doing it. And they're both arguing the same point, as we've mentioned, which is, why isn't my candy fuckable?
Right.
My candy used to be fuckable.
Let's go full on demonetization. It's like watching the Special Olympics. Yeah, they're trying as hard as they can, but they're still both retarded.
Oh, that's going to cost us.
Yep. Good night, everybody.
you tread so softly. The landmines around the LGBTQ stuff, and then just right there.
I wasn't treading softly. I was trying to be specific in what I'm saying.
Well, I'm wondering if both sides would be as upset if instead of giving her go-go boots, they gave her weirdly human feet.
Just photoshopped human feet.
Yeah.
On there.
Oh, God.
Like getting the... Okay, this is off topic, so I'll bring it up.
I'll
mention it between.
This just in, Quentin Tarantino offering $40 million.
Offers the Mars Company $40 million to make the Green M&M barefoot.
For all just the Green M&Ms.
Yes.
Oh, God. Actually altering the candy.
So that they have actual little feet on them?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
In the future, we might see M&Ms that are made like that.
I mean, I know a community that will be happy about that, but...
It's like if you're trying to really represent people with M&Ms and it's like, well, they're just discs in the actual packaging. How am I being represented by this M&M? Well, we'll give it feet and hands and little eyes.
I need.
Well, these things aren't real enough. All right, we grew the eyes in a vat. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, everyone wants their candy to bleed and scream.
Right. It's just...
And cats would like that.
How people get so up in arms about marketing, I don't get.
I mean, I can see how people get up in arms about certain types of marketing that's actually legitimately, overtly, clearly offensive, like some of the old marketing for products that used black people as like
Sambo car wax, yeah,
that kind of crap.
Also,
it's like, yeah, that's clearly overtly offensive.
There was also a specific brand of loose tobacco for rolling your own cigarettes that had a very... I don't like using the term problematic, but it was definitely the case. Inward hair brand tobacco.
Yeah.
What I guess what I'm going with is, do these things need to be a hill to die on?
No, not this.
No.
It's like the Chick-fil-A is allegedly hate chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I get, all right, you don't agree with what they do with their profits, don't buy the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we don't.
And even then, I actually know quite a few people that are in the LGBTQ community that still like and eat Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
At a certain point, they don't really.
There's quite a few gun owners who still eat Ben and Jerry ice cream. I mean, some of their profits go towards anti-gun stuff. It's just, if you care enough about that, just don't buy it.
Hell,
well, that's one of the things with the whole M&M's thing. It's like, the marketing people. We make their job so easy.
Yeah.
We make their job so damn easy because nobody's going to boycott M&M's. All they got to do is get people arguing about it, and hey, you know what sounds really good?
What else are you going to do? Go to Reese's Pieces?
I mean, Reese's Pieces are good, but they're still not as popular.
What are those like chocolate candy things that come in the tube that are kind of like M&M's that are bigger?
Sixes?
Sixlets?
Yeah, Sixes.
Oh, those are delicious. Love those.
Yeah.
They're like tiny malted milk balls.
They almost have a more like fruity flavor.
Yeah, they're a bit fruitier than M&M's.
Different grades of chocolate, I think.
Yeah.
They probably don't use like
that's my mom's favorite
milk in
or
there.
Add like wax, because a lot of candy companies will do that.
Actually, doesn't bother me that much.
Like adding paraffin wax.
It makes them better incendiaries.
It depends on the candy.
Actually, yeah.
Sometimes I like that it adds something to the texture of the candy that I actually kind of like.
Just a delicious smelling inferno.
Well, hot chocolate and sugar is used as like a chemical weapon in prisons. Same with coffee creamer. It ignites.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
Now, here's another question that I have to say, would they be quite as up in arms if they made this change instead? Giving the male ones bulges. You know, just a little bump there that shows that these are male M&Ms. I know the yellow one would have nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would.
He'd have one hell of a moose knuckle. I think that's the first time I've ever openly said moose knuckle.
I mean, if you just kept doing this with other... Instead of going desexualized, they suddenly made it so you couldn't, like, walk down a candy aisle without seeing batch or bosom.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to, I guess, re-assify the green M&M.
No half measures.
No half measures, none.
Full-on DSLs. Like, really try to...
DSL?
Dick sucking lips.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I got
Gotcha.
you. I got you.
And I'm talking...
Moose knuckle and camel toe. As far as the eye can see.
Oh, yes. I love the direction the world is heading.
I mean, they did the same
Me
thing
in
with
particular. You know how I get about...
That's what took down the Squeeze It company, you know.
Well, there's also the Cadbury
God
Bunny.
damn you.
Like, there is a lot of stuff with the Cadbury Bunny.
Our marketing can't handle levels of this erotica.
It applies to everything. We're a strange species that gets up in arms if we're up in arms about taking the go-go boots off of a mascot.
Well, you look at a situation like this, and it's like, man, your life must be pretty easy and lame.
Yeah.
If you can dedicate that much emotional energy to whether or not you can bang an M&M.
Not even bang. Because you're not going to open the bag and...
If you find your life best represented by an M&M character...
Yeah. Yeah.
If this is about representation and inclusion, and that M&M, the green M&M is you. That is the character you identify with. Why? I need to know why that this character that you identify so strongly.
They definitely need to take some cues from the candy itself and actually grow like a harder shell.
I personally identify the most with the blue M&M. Because that's the only M&M I know nothing about.
I don't identify with candy at all.
I think he's supposed to be the cool one, but I don't know. I really don't.
At some point remember seeing like the sunglasses on the blue M&M. And I think they had him singing the Ray Charles song at one time.
Are you sure you're not thinking of the Dancing Raisinets?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe I'm going crazy here.
Or the 7-Up dot?
No.
That one was weird.
I'm pretty sure it's the blue M&M and he's singing the blues. That was the whole thing.
Okay.
That was the thing.
Now there's a mascot I really do identify with. Mac the Knife. Or Mac Tonight. I think that was the character's name.
Yeah.
The moon guy from the old McDonald's commercials.
Yeah, you might want to avoid that.
Why?
There's a 4chan meme
Of course there is.
with a robot singing voice. That basically...
Like one of those singing bass?
No, it's a computer-generated voice that just sings nothing but really racist rap songs.
That has nothing to do with the real Mac,
I know.
Mac Tonight.
It's what 4chan does. There's a reason that...
Do we need to bring up 4chan is the question I have.
I don't know.
No.
I feel like that
However-
almost deserves its own counter.
Yeah.
Well, if we're bringing up someone sexualizing...
I see your
a piece of
4chan and I
candy-
raise you a tumbler.
Not much of a raise. You're downing the ante there. I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure how you up the ante.
I mean, they're. I'm trying to make a matter antimatter kind of reaction there.
No, when 4chan encountered Tumblr, well...
I know their forces folded, and
Yeah, and the great...
everyone just wasted their time with the whole thing.
If the 4chaners were having fun, then, they weren't wasting their time.
this is a whole different topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So, big question. Would you fuck the green M&M?
I mean, After everything she's been through, I might just, if she felt like she
Like
needed
a pity
the companion.
fuck?
Yeah, if she felt like, man, this has been rough. I need a good fuck. Like, you know what? I'll take one for the team. I'm not sure who else is on the team.
I mean,
Do you
no.
want ants? Because this is
I'm
how
not-
you get ants.
Yeah, you stick your dick in chocolate, you're going to get dick ants.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that it's chocolate. Maybe I wouldn't then. That sounds sticky and unpleasant, and not in the way that you're okay with.
And don't try to tempt an anteater into fixing it for you. Those things are fucking dangerous. No, seriously.
This is why God doesn't talk to us, Nick.
No, it's why he doesn't talk to me.
No, I would not bang an M&M. Just on principle that it's an M&M.
Yeah. Even as
I don't care how big it is.
See, that would be the weird thing is like staring into those real big, weird looking eyes. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Because they're like that
Yeah.
big, you know.
And there's like no flexibility there.
No.
The same reason that Yubaba's creepy.
It'd be like trying to bang a medicine ball.
Yeah.
I
Like
mean,
two monkeys trying to fuck a football.
they'll try.
They'll try. They're not getting anywhere, though.
Now, big
So-
shocker coming from my end of the table. I wouldn't. No.
Okay. I think we're all in agreement that this
Probably
whole
not.
debate is stupid.
Yes.
And I wish everyone the best of luck
There is
in
no
their
right-
outrage, but do not expect me to engage with this.
This
No.
is a situation where there is no winner. There is no loser. You're both stupid.
Yeah.
Well, there's certainly no winner.
And I do think
Mars. Free
Well, yes.
advertising.
Okay,
yeah.
there is one winner.
and I definitely think the human feet would be really fucking creepy.
And they can't even change it back.
Yeah.
Because if they might do that just once everything dies down. They're like, oh, we're going to change it back. Oh, wow!
It'll be so like they'll do it without telling anybody
Right.
because the changes were so subtle. No one will notice. Mm-hmm. All right, I think that's it. I think we're good on that
I
one.
think we're good on that one.
All right, so there's the lesson today, kids. Don't fuck M&Ms.
Bye.